why you started YouTubing in the first place. Yes, welcome Mabuhay Squad to another vlog. Hey listen, today's vlog is gonna be something a little different from my usual vlogs. I'm not gonna be traveling to crazy exploration places. I can't talk. Not gonna be traveling to crazy places. This is kind of gonna be a serious vlog, an important message that, quite frankly, I've wanted to put out there for a very long time because it really means a lot to me. And if you are watching this and are hoping for a little bit of uplifting and inspiration, I really do hope you guys get it. So guys, bear with me, please pay attention. This video is about mental health. Mental health is super important to me. It's an advocacy that means a lot to me. It resonates with me because of certain personal experiences of mine. And I myself, as someone who is under tremendous pressure all the time as a YouTuber, mental health is important. So for those of you who might be new to this channel, don't know who I am, my name is Mikey Bustos. I'm a YouTuber who manages currently 4 channels. And 2 of them are, I guess they're major channels. One has 50,000 subscribers currently, and my ANTSCANADA channel, which almost has 2 million subscribers. And then of course I do this daily vlogging channel here. And I also have a music channel. So needless to say, I'm always busy. And I understand that, you know, as YouTubers, we have a demand to feed. We have to pump out YouTube videos for our audiences. And if we miss a certain upload date, or if we don't post in a long time, we feel it affects the performance of our videos afterwards. So my umbrella message, first and foremost, is you are the captain of the ship of your life. You is here in your mind. Your mind is the captain of the ship of your life. If your mind is not healthy, nothing in your life can possibly work out, okay? That's the basic premise. So what I want to go through in this video is how I manage to keep sane, to keep my sanity, running 4 YouTube channels. It's like running 4 YouTube channels. You see, I'm insane now. I can't even count. 4 YouTube channels. And there are certain tricks I found over the years. I've been YouTubing now for 8 years. Help me stay sane. So here we go, guys. And by the way, I wanted to do this video today because my business partner recently sent me an article on how YouTubers are breaking down and like are having meltdowns and stuff because of the pressures of YouTube. Because guys, all of you kids who want to be YouTubers, yes, it's amazing. It's a great lifestyle if you're suited to that lifestyle, but it's also tremendous burden on your mind. Like, you have to have mental fortitude to withstand the YouTube lifestyle, because if you don't, you will really just have a meltdown. Okay, so here we go. How do I keep my sanity? Alright, as you all know, YouTubing requires a lot of hours of work. Not only do we gotta think of the concept of each video, we also gotta write it out. For some of us, read scripts, right? We gotta shoot the video, and in some cases we gotta book venues and all of this. Then we gotta video edit, which takes forever. And then when you upload the video, you also gotta promote it. You gotta write in all the tags, and you gotta choose a good title. You gotta design a thumbnail. It's like a whole team of like 20 people put into one person. So yes, it's a lot of work. Now, one of my tips for dealing with the workload is work smart. The thing I learned just last year, because I also had a meltdown. I was doing daily vlogs, editing daily vlogs every day, 30-minute vlogs. You Mabuhay Squad know this. And doing ANTSCANADA, and also doing the Filipino comedy stuff, and doing a music channel, and running the Ant store, and at the same time traveling by some miracle, and doing events in between. I've learned that work hours does not equal productivity. Think about that for a sec. The hours of work does not equal productivity. Working smart equals productivity. So how do you do that? You, 1, hire staff. Eventually I realized, yeah, I'm making all sorts of money, but I'm also going crazy. Why not put some of this money aside to pay people to help do stuff for me? Now, if you're a beginning YouTuber and you're not earning enough yet to be able to pay people, it's okay. There are tons of people out there who want to volunteer their services, who believe in the same things you do, and who would love to be part of your team. You know what I'm saying? Like students. there are tons of students out there who would love the opportunity to be part of a YouTube channel, to feel like their skill sets and passions are being utilized. You know what I'm saying? So you might be surprised when go through your Facebook list or your friends list, you're on your phone, and see if there's anybody who would be willing to jump on board with you. You'll be surprised. There are tons of people who would love to join your team, right? And then when the channel grows and you start to earn more, then you can start paying them. It's great. It's a wonderful thing. Assembling a master team. I love that. Another thing is know how to say no. Learn to say no. Sometimes when you're on a specific uploading schedule, you feel the pressure, you need to upload, but you're so tired. There are days where you're sick and people are like, oh, you didn't upload today, and you know, your subscribers get angry. You just have to say no. It's not the end of the world if you miss an upload. We YouTubers are trained to think that the algorithm will not favor us if we miss an upload. But you know what? Whether that's true or not, it doesn't matter, because your mental health is the most important. You won't be able to be a YouTuber if your mind is not healthy. So learn to say no and tell your followers videos are coming, and that's it. Your true subscribers will understand. And you know what? I've discovered that you, my boy squad, you really care for me. Like when you guys see my eye bags, you tell me, don't upload. If you need a break, just take a break. It's amazing. You guys are so understanding. All right. So another thing too is taking breaks and changing routine. Like it's easy to get in the same routine. Like as soon as one video is up, you gotta start thinking about the next video. But take a break. Go eat ice cream in the park. Shoot a video in the park. Don't just shoot videos in the same place. Go do something different. It helps. It helps your mind stay healthy. Finally, super important, being disciplined and making sacrifices. Seriously, being a YouTuber requires discipline. Yes, your friends are calling you to go out to a restaurant, you know, and then when you go to this restaurant, you guys split the bill and you're spending your money that you earned on YouTube on like a $50 steak. You know what I'm saying? You need to learn to say no. Sacrifice. Some people are inviting you to the bar and you're gonna spend $200 that night. $200 that took you a whole month to earn on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Discipline. I find it's so important. All right, that's done now. Moving on to the next. Tips for dealing with haters. This is super important. Oh my gosh. Haters. Haters! Being in this business for 8 years. Oh, sorry. Actually, being in entertainment business for, what is it? For 18 years I've been in entertainment business. I've learned to deal with hate. Hate will always be there. And I want to show you some tips of how I manage to deal with hate and hate comments. First of all, you need to arm your mind to deal with hate. If you want to do YouTube, if you want to be in the entertainment business, or if you want to be in the public eye and social media, you have to know how to deal with hate. Your mind has to be designed in such a way to keep the haters out. You don't want them affecting your mental health. So one way to do this is perspective. I treat everything I put out there on social media like it's an artwork, right? It's an artwork for others to formulate their opinions on, and I give everyone the freedom to decide what they think about that artwork. Now, if there are comments going, oh, you know, this parody sucks, or, you know, like, your singing sucks, or this ant video is so boring. Of course, my initial response is, I want to respond back. Like, how dare you? You know how much work this took? This doesn't suck. Look at this lighting here. Look at this scene. Were you not paying attention to the dialogue here? Isn't this well written? It took me years to make this. See? But then I stop. I stop myself because I'm like, wait, why am I taking this person's privilege of choosing an opinion on my work away from him? Why? When the purpose of my work is to put something out there and let everyone evaluate it, whether they like it or don't like it, right? Why am I taking this guy's freedom of opinion away? So I let them have that opinion. If they hate my stuff, I let them have that. I want them to have their opinion. I don't want to change every single person's opinion. How boring would that be if everybody loved my stuff? I would get to the point where I'd be like, okay, are you guys just kidding or are you exaggerating now? So that's the frame of mind. That is my base frame of mind whenever I put things out there, and that helps me deal with my hate comments. When I'm about to comment back or I want to attack them back, I stop. I'm like, wait, I want them to evaluate me in their own light. Let them. Also, fostering a positive community helps with the hate. The way I do that is in how I conduct myself in my videos. Thankfully, all of my videos do not generate a lot of hate. You will, knock on wood, I've managed to foster communities that are kind and caring, and if ever there's something they don't agree with, they say it in such a very tactful and like kind way. You Mabuhay Squad are so kind. AC family, you guys are so kind. And the way I've been able to do that is in the way I conduct myself. So if you're a YouTuber out there and you're swearing and you're crass and you're like bashing people in your videos, you gotta expect that like attracts like. So you're gonna attract an audience that is like that. You see what I'm saying? So you should be prepared. If you're a hater yourself in your videos, you're gonna also attract a lot of haters. But if you're kind and gentle in your videos, you will generally attract a gentle and kind community. So I find if a lot of you YouTubers out there are struggling with a lot of haters, maybe adjust how you deliver yourself on camera and the way you communicate, because that really affects how people are responding back to you and what community you attract to you. Basically embody that which you want your followers to embody. You get what you put out. Another trick I like to do is when there are comments that are very favorable, like kind comments of people pouring out their hearts, I will give them a heart, I will give them a like, and it encourages your community to also comment and conduct themselves in that favorable way. Alright, so that's done. Now, moving on to my third set of tips. Tips for evaluating your progress. Okay, first off, the biggest tip, do not compare yourself to others. This is something that is so hard to do, and of course I'm guilty of this from time to time. Comparing my success to the success of others. Don't do that. That's an easy trap. It's easy to look at these YouTubers who are doing super well, who are earning lots of money, who are getting millions of views, and looking at your channel and saying, I'm never gonna get there. This is not true. Not true. Not true at all. Everyone starts small, and everyone's rise is different. Some people pop out of nowhere. Some people rise slowly. Well, in my case, the Pinoy Boy channel kind of popped out of nowhere, but ANTSCANADA rised super slowly over 7 years till it really went viral. And some people stick around for many, many years. Some people are just a flash in the pan sensation. They stick around for 2 or 3 years and then they don't get any views. So like, don't evaluate. Everyone is on their own journey. Don't evaluate your success on the success of others. Don't compare. And then when you're at the top, this is also something I've learned to do, is don't strive to be number one all the time. You don't have to be number one. You don't have to be the best. Actually, whoever's at the top of whatever industry, no matter, even if it's not YouTubing, they have it the hardest because they gotta defend their crown. And there are always people who are looking at them wanting their position. The perfect example of this, I find, is Pink. You know the singer Pink? Now, she always had to compete with the likes of Britney Spears and Christina Aguilera, who are always on the top. But Pink has been able to prove the distance. She's been able to keep her career going by being number 2, number 3, number 4 all the time. That little awesome mid area is a great place to be because people will never get completely sick of you if you saturate, the internet. They see you just enough and you're able to sustain a whole career from that. So don't strive to be number 1. Strive to be in that middle. All right. Another thing too is you gotta remind yourself that you offer something unique to the world. No one else can. No one else can offer what you do. Ain't nobody can be you. You have a unique set of skills, personality traits, appearance things that nobody else has. So always remember that. You have something unique to contribute to the YouTube ecosystem. All right, moving on. 4 tips for establishing healthy drivers. Now this is important. First, things that help me continue doing YouTube is identifying what it is that is making me tick. Identifying what it is that's making me do these YouTube videos. Is it money? Is it fame? Is it creativity? So, first and foremost, if you are doing YouTube for the fame, for the views, if that's your main driver, I will tell you right now, you will have a meltdown. Why is that? Why is that? That's because YouTubing takes so much hard work and many days, weeks, even years of having sometimes no views or a video that you spent tons of time on and it completely flop and no one, having low viewership. To be able to endure those hard times, fame cannot be your driver. If money is your driver, if you want to be a millionaire doing YouTube, it's certainly possible, but if that's your main driver, you will also have a meltdown. Why? Because for the same reason that fame is a bad driver for YouTube, money is also a bad driver for YouTube. You know how long it took me to earn a decent living from YouTube? It took me a long time, and it also took me more than just YouTube to earn money. I had to create a business outside of YouTube in order to generate a good amount of income, to be able to say, yes, okay, I'm earning enough. And that takes years, guys. Years of work, years of YouTube videos that flop, years of like hard work and bleeding and sacrifice. And if money is your driver, you won't be able to last those years. All right, remember that. So don't let money be your driver. Another thing too is appreciating what you have and revisiting why you do YouTube. I find the most healthy driver is, one, making a change in the world. Sharing. I find so much satisfaction from you guys who tell me stories of how my videos and how my work has inspired you to do things. Like on my ANTSCANADA channel, there are parents who are telling me they get together and they watch my YouTube videos as family bonding time. And like that in my head almost moves me to tears, really. It is so moving. It's that sentiment that makes me do the many sleepless hours that ANTSCANADA requires to do these ANT videos. Like I envision kids, like parents are writing to me saying their kids love science so much because of your videos and they're out looking for bugs and queen ants. I saw a video of this kid and a family vlogger that they went out to watch queen ants, and this kid knew so much about queen ants from my videos and made references to my videos, and that moves me so much that it keeps me awake when I'm like low sleep writing these ANTSCANADA videos. Oh, it's just, I can go on and on about it. That should be your driver. Prospect that you can change the world of people around the world. That I think is the most healthy driver. So when you don't have any views, if you still have those 1 or 2 comments, that's enough to get by. That's a healthy driver for me anyway. All right, moving on. Tips 5. All right, sowing new seeds in case old crops die out. Now this is something I've learned. Of course, these social media platforms like YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, they're unpredictable. They're always changing. YouTube is a very different place from when I first started to what it is now. So what I've learned to do is to sow seeds in different places so that in case one of your crops die out, in case YouTube makes certain changes to the algorithm and screws you over and you never get views again, that's all right, because you know why? I've got a crop here on Facebook, I've got a crop here on this channel on YouTube, which is completely different from that channel whose soils are now poisoned. And you know what I mean? I've got this Instagram account and I can earn from that. You know what I'm saying? You should make sure to constantly have seeds planted in different places so that in case a platform screws you over, you have other platforms to rely on to stay afloat. Or if like a certain trend dies, like let's say vlogging dies, like if this YouTube channel died because vlogging isn't popular anymore, I still have ANTSCANADA and I still have the Filipino comedy channel and I still have this music channel. You know what I'm saying? Like plant seeds and different kinds of crops in different places, in different soil beds. That's the metaphor I use. Also, create a company outside of YouTube and outside of social media. If ever social media and the internet were to die, well yeah, sure, of course, everyone would die, the whole world would die. But if ever I couldn't do YouTube anymore, my ANTSCANADA company can still stay alive. Why? Because I've got a store. Now that's out of the way. Tip 6, not giving an F. Take that in for a sec. You guys need to learn that in life, accepting that things will change and you have no power over them, but trusting that things will be okay. This is something I have to constantly remind myself as a YouTuber, or as a person really, that the world will change and sometimes there's nothing you can do about it. And you just have to remind yourself that everybody is dealing with these changes. Algorithm changes, platform changes, changes in life, you know, money, I don't know, whatever it is, the economy, whatever, government, whatever it is you're stressing. Change will always happen. Everybody's dealing with it. You just gotta trust that things will be okay. Although there are a million things that could go wrong, there are also a million things that could go right. And for me, I choose to always focus on those good things that could go right. So really, not giving an F is a talent that you guys should develop. If you're a YouTuber, just don't give an F. Learning to be zen no matter what your environment is. And finally, my last piece of advice. This video is like 1 hour long now. I am so sorry. There's so many things I wanted to say to give advice to people who are losing their minds because of YouTube. And I know YouTube right now is really investing in mental health of its creators. Why? Because we have creators that are going into like YouTube head offices and shooting up people, and like creators that are losing their moral judgment and going into like Japanese forests and like video shooting people who have hung themselves, like people who've completely lost their minds. That's why I wanted to do this video. Last piece of advice I have for YouTubers are for specifically those YouTubers who are earning money, and for those YouTubers who are not earning money now, perhaps a lot of money, but one day you guys will be earning money. So listen to this. I find this is so important. Save your money and learn to invest. Why? Because just like in the entertainment business, the whole goal is to work your butt off while you're earning. Why do you think I'm working my butt off? Because one day you might not be able to earn that much, okay? Who knows? One day you might just completely go dry. But if you learned to save your earnings, if say you're a star in show business, you earn millions, but you don't spend those millions, you put it aside and you invested it properly, by the time you're old and wrinkly and you can't earn anymore, you're not an in-demand actor anymore, it'll be okay. Because you've put away so much that enough to last you your whole life. So being a social media influencer, of course, as you might have deduced by now, is a very lucrative business. If you make the right business decisions, if you have business savvy, you can earn a lot on YouTube or on social media. But one thing you need to know and remember is you need to understand the science of keeping the money, because there are so many people who earn a lot and then they spend it all. They fly first class all the time, and you know, they live lavish lifestyles, and then they don't have any left. One of the things I've learned is how to study money and money management. RJ and I have made it an art to live below our means. I know a lot of you guys think we like splurge on like these lavish resorts and like first class all the time. No, actually, we're very frugal, super frugal. I don't go shopping for lavish clothes all the time. I'm living in this condo, like a small condo. I could be living in a house, but no, I'd rather save my money and watch it grow, invest it properly, right? Learn to manage your money. I've discovered the whole earning money thing is a science. You need to learn it. There's a lot to know. Read books about finance and like money management. It's very important to have the mindset to keep your money. Anyways, all right. For those of you who have made it to the end of this vlog, thank you so much for watching. I hope for all of you social media influencers and creators out there who are watching this, take this from me, who've been doing social media for like 8 years now. It's easy to lose your mind. It's easy to completely lose yourself in this monster they call social media, in this fame monster, in this money monster. It's easy to lose your grounding in your roots and to forget why you started YouTubing in the first place. But if you follow these 7 tips that I've outlined in this video, it makes it a whole lot easier for you to maintain your mental health. Thank you guys so much. Mwah. Love you guys. All of you guys out there, keep spreading the love and changing the world for the best. Thank you for watching. Love you. Bye.